We are making some yummy Rocky Road bites using Easter eggs. Easter eggs are something that's loved by kids and adults alike, and there's something magical about waiting each year till it's Easter to get your hands on those yummy Easter eggs. This is the perfect treat to make for your Easter table, or if you don't know what to do with all those Easter eggs post Easter. These are super easy to make, so let's get straight into it. Start by prepping your ingredients. For these Rocky Road bites, I'm chopping up some cashew and almonds, just a rough chop. And then chop up some marshmallows into smaller pieces. Or you can just buy some mini marshmallows. And then finely chop up some dark cooking chocolate. The smaller you chop this, the easier it is to melt. That is pretty much all of the prep done. Now, when you're making any dish, having all your ingredients weighed, measured, and prepped before you start always makes the actual making of the dish just so much easier. Once the chocolate is chopped, put all of the chocolate into a heat proof glass bowl. To this, add some room temperature butter. Fill a fairly large pot with boiling water and then get that going on a medium low flame, and then leave the glass bowl on top. Make sure the bottom of the bowl doesn't touch the hot water. This is called double boiling. It's basically creating a water bath to melt the chocolate. Why am I going through all this trouble without just heating the chocolate in a pan? Because we don't want to use a lot of direct heat when melting chocolate, as it might split or scorch if it gets too hot. Double boiling helps get that shiny, smooth consistency. Stir the chocolate and butter as it starts to melt and come together. This may take about 10 minutes or so. You don't need to stir this continuously. Once you have this glossy, shiny melted chocolate, take the bowl off the heat. Once it's off the heat, stir it for a few minutes just until the chocolate starts to cool down a little bit. We definitely don't want to add marshmallows into very hot chocolate because then the marshmallows will start to melt. Once the chocolate has cooled down just a little, go in with the digestive biscuits. Just crush this straight into the bowl. I like having those uneven size pieces. And then go in with the chopped nuts, the raisins, and finally add in the marshmallows. Stir this very well so that everything is coated in that chocolate sauce. The different textures that come from these different ingredients will be just amazing when you bite into this Rocky Road. Line a tin with some baking paper. Make sure to leave some extra paper sticking out from the side so that you have something to hold on to pull the Rocky Road out of the tin. And then pour the Rocky Road mixture into that lined tin. There will be a fair amount of chocolate still left in the bowl. Just let that be for now. Even out the Rocky Road mixture in the tin. And then gently press this into the tin so that it kind of compresses together. And then scrape the rest of that chocolate from the bowl and pour it on top, and then spread it to cover the entire top of the Rocky Road. Then grab those mini Easter eggs. Pop some of it into a Ziploc bag and give it a bit of a bash with a rolling pin to break it up a little. Keep some of the Easter eggs whole. Use a mix of different types and flavors of Easter eggs if you have it. Sprinkle the bashed up mini Easter eggs on top of the Rocky Road and then dot a few of those whole ones here and there. Finish this off with some colorful sprinkles if you have any, and then pop this in the fridge to set for about 4 hours or even overnight. Once it's set, carefully lift it from the tin by tugging at the baking paper. When cutting the Rocky Road, heat a knife with some hot water so that you can get those nice sharp edges. Pour the hot water into a glass, dip the knife in for a few seconds, and then just give it a quick wipe with a duster to get rid of the water. And then slice through that Rocky Road to reveal that beautifully marbled inside. Every bite of this is like a party in your mouth. You get the crunch from the biscuits, the bite from those nuts, and a soft chewiness that comes from the marshmallow. Yum. Try these Rocky Road bars out at home. It doesn't have to be for Easter, you can make these any time of year. See you in the next video. Bye.